Derby fans. Let's get ready to play Derby. I'm Scouticus, and I'm joined by the lovely...
Exie
Yeah.
from Kingston City Rollers.
Hey, Exie. I should mention, I'm from Salty Beaches Roller Derby.
Yep.
And we're here for the game between, we're on day 2 of, so round 3 of Statewide Stampede. And we've got an epic game this morning. It's going to be so much fun. We've got Pivot City Rangers up against Team Regional Victoria, TRV, who are also our wonderful hosts for this double round. Who we got jamming here?
Oh, good question.
We have Cyclo wearing number 25 today, which is Lawless's top, who couldn't make it this weekend.
Yep.
Here in spirit with us. And we also have...
That's Pins and Needles for Team Regional Victoria.
And as Pivot City had a lead, they've made the decision to call that one off, picking up the first points of the game. Let's go through the roster while we've got it on the screen. I'll go through Pivot City Rangers. We have 05, Mad Splatter. Number 2, Dakota Blocker. 23, Hale Skaten. 238, B Sting. 29, Ra. 38, Major Pain. 39, Warwick Snapper. 99, Pyro. 25, Cyclo. Number 51, Melonhead, also our captain. Number 57, Rock. Number 6, Bad Juju. 78, Blizzard. 888, Jackie Ono. And debuting for Pivot City Rangers, number 111, Evil Knievel. We'll get to the next team's lineup after this jam. Now we do have Pyro jamming for Pivot City.
Yeah, and we got Starry Night for Team Regional Victoria, who've actually obtained lead.
Wow, there you go.
And they've just called it off.
Yeah, we'll take those points, call that one off. Don't risk it, we're at 4 points apiece. It's a good start.
Yeah,
nice
it
and
is
even.
a good start, yeah. We like a close game.
It was, yeah, and catch the close game that we finished day 1 of on yesterday. That was also Pivot City Rangers and South Sea.
South Sea Banshees.
Gee, that changed. We had quite a few lead changes there.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Would you like to go through TRVs?
Okay.
We'll do it after the next jam. It's okay.
Right. So we've got jamming for TRV is Macatron. So they're a guest skater from Rockabellas. So they travelled all the way over from South Australia.
Lovely to see it. And we also have B Sting in the green, jamming for Pivot City. So call that one off as well. Both teams protecting their points there.
Yep. Okay, let's go through the Team Victoria.
Yeah, let's go through their roster.
Yeah, that's
it.
106, The Mad Splatter. 111, Starry Night. 142, Mama Mayhem. 171, Honeybee. 1994, Tickle Me Hell No. 212, Chaotic Pit. 31, Griff. 444, Pins and Needles. 555, Kilbo Baggins was a guest skater from Dragon City. 777, Lady Killertron. 888, Macatron, as mentioned before, guest skater from Rockabellas. And 934, Panda, who is returning back to the track after having a few years off.
Yeah, return to full contact.
Yes.
Probably seen Panda play many games of modified contact derby. But yeah, back to full contact. Good to see it. So we had a 4-point jam for Pivot City, putting them on 8, and TRV is sitting on 4. If you're watching the live stream, hello. We can see the live chat as well, so drop some comments in there. Who's your tip to win? Who are you going for? Who are you cheering on?
So Pivot City, for the jammer, we've got Cyclo, and then TRV, we've got Starry Night. So Cyclo's obtained lead, and they've just caught it. So it's 2 points to Pivot City.
I was commenting yesterday, it's quite hard to see the points held up by our lovely jam refs sometimes because that light. We've got the natural light coming through the back here, and we've got the fluoro lights as
I
well.
just looked at the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
good
right next
tip.
to me.
I'm like trying to look for the hands. Like, I think it's old NSO brain going, where's my points?
Yep. Okay, so we've got 888 for TRV, Macatrons jamming.
And we've got Pyro jamming for Pivot City, but that's a TRV lead.
Pyro. Oh, yeah, Pyro, yes. Yeah. Oh,
We've got our benchies on TRV, Zoom and Sugar, calling out Power Jam. How would we best describe Power Jam to those who are new or fresh, completely fresh to Derby?
so a power jam is when one of the jammers goes into the bin and there's only one jammer left on track. So that means that that team with that jammer can try and score as many points as possible. So it's in their favour.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
They hold the power.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
all the power,
Yeah.
especially if they've got lead as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with that power, they've called,
Yes.
TRV have called that
Yeah.
one off. Which I don't believe there were any points obtained though.
We've got our benches
For a moment it looked like there was, but there is not.
TRV.
Zoom and Sugar calling out Power Jam.
Yes, we got
hello,
Pins and
Muggles.
needles
Best
for
described.
TRV jamming. Yes.
I'm getting distracted already, but
I know.
all the feedings come in. Hello, Muggles in the chat. We're
Yep.
seeing you around here this weekend, but Muggles are saying, let's go TRV.
Yeah, good opportunity. Pins is now time lead.
Nice hit out there by Melonhead. And we have Pyro jamming for Pivot City.
Yep. So Pyro's back on track.
And Pins and Needles has lead, as we can tell by one of our wonderful jam refs, Beck, holding up what looks like an L symbol. L for lead.
So 3 points awarded to TRV.
It is, and we've had another lead change already. So many lead changes.
I
It's
know.
just the start. It's just the
I
beginning.
know.
So we've got TRV in front by 1 point. I
Yep.
can math that one. 11 to PCR's 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
I recognise that name in the chat as well. That'd be Nina Mina. Benchy from Pivot City, who's also not here this weekend.
All right, so we've got Starry Night jamming for TRV and Beasting for Pivot City, and Beasting's taking the lead. Starry Night's not that far behind, to be honest.
Yeah. Beasting's onto it, calling that one off. Take those points, call that off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, another lead change. We now see Pivot City on 14 and TRV on 11.
We should actually count how many lead changes there will be for this game.
True. Let's keep a tally of that.
Let's keep a tally.
How many have we had so far? 3? I'm going to be
Yeah.
conservative.
Yeah, I think 3, yeah.
3. If anyone has a different answer, let me know. Let's go with that.
Okay, so we've got Macatron, 888 for TRV jamming. And then Pivot City, we have, who's that?
Yeah.
Major Pain.
Yeah, Major Pain.
Yeah, so Major Pain has lead at the moment. They're both through the pack.
Oh, we've got some jammer on jammer here.
Yeah. I love jam on jammer action.
Yeah, so Pivot City do have the lead. Major Pain taking that opportunity to call that one
Yeah.
off. And we've got our jam refs holding up what I like to call double donuts.
Yeah, no
Double
points.
donuts, no points.
No points at all.
And as I like to remind people, it's not just, Derby's not just about getting the points, but also protecting those points given away as well.
Oh, it's definitely a strategic game, that's for sure.
We have a shout out in the chat from Muggles. Big love to Murder City crew who came over to help out. Yes, massive shout out to Murder City. And also Muggles says Murder City was the team that introduced them to Derby. So there you go.
Okay, so Cyclo from Pivot City just took the lead from Pins from TRV.
Again, jammer on jammer. So close.
Yep, very close. Keep it going. Oh, Cyclo just caught it off. So no points again. Double burner.
Yeah. Very strategic calls coming from the bench there, from Neon Tigress. Love your work. Looks like we have Bee Sting again in the green for Pivot City.
Yep, and then Starry Night for TRV.
Yeah, playing in the black for those people following along from wherever you are. Hello. I know if you're watching on its little phone screen, it can be hard to see which team's which, but thankfully,
that is true. Yes.
Black and green have a good contrast.
Yeah. So Bee Sting's taking the lead in this jam. Coming in nice and hot.
Yeah, Bee Sting looking around there, going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do here?
And they were instructed to call it.
Yeah. After picking up 4 points, so just, extending that lead slightly.
Yep.
Pivot City on 22 and TRV on 11.
Okay, we got Cyclo back on track for Pivot City as a green jammer and Macatron for TRV as a black jammer.
And that is Cyclo through for lead.
Very convincingly too. Oh, and it looks like Macatron's gone to the penalty box for a forearm penalty.
That's right, and as Macatron is the jammer for TRV, that's now, we know that now, that gives Pivot City a power jam. Yep. Unfortunately, people flying all off the track there.
Yeah.
You get a penalty, you get a penalty, everyone gets a penalty. Not really. So TRV will unfortunately start a bit lighter on track for the next jam. That's okay.
So they've got a blocker deficit at the moment, which means that Pivot City has probably a higher chance of obtaining lead, especially because it's power jam as well.
Also because we have major pain.
Yes, major pain.
Major pain. Major pain on track, I'm sure, but absolute delight in person.
Yeah.
That's most people in Derby are. It's like you meet these kind of intimidating people with their helmets. Like you are. You come across very intimidating when you're all geared up. Yeah, absolutely. But then you smile and it's, it's like, yeah.
We're all friends.
Lovely
We're all
people.
friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so Macatron's come back out of the box now for TRV as the black jammer. So they still need to get through the pack to make their initial. And we've got Major Pain just doing some laps.
Which will feel like a major pain for the opposition.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as most jammers, as the sentiment is for most jammers, when you're looking at your bench coach who's doing the go around signal in the air, like, it's like, we're just going to just keep going, get those points.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how exhausted you are, just keep going.
That's right.
Do you find that kind of inspiring to push you on when you're jamming, or do you find it to be like, oh no, I don't want to keep going, don't make me do this?
I think sometimes when you're jamming, you're exhausted. It's like, I don't know if I can keep going. But you know what? It's about the points. It's about the team. So you just dig deep and you push yourself. And same as a blocker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Pivot City is doing such a great job with their defence.
So I noticed last night's game against the Banshees as well. That was like anyone's game because both sets of blockers, like all teams' blockers, just amazing.
Yeah.
Like so strong and so much holding, and oh my god, that looks exhausting too.
Oh, absolutely. And it makes it so difficult for the jammers.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just pushing and pushing, and
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so late in the day, and everyone's just still giving it their all. So yeah,
Absolutely. And that's the thing about Derby. Derby is such a physical game, and people don't understand that you do really need to be pretty fit and have a good amount of endurance as a blocker and a jammer.
yeah, and also mental fitness, I think too, is
Oh, yeah.
such a mental game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we got a team timeout happening after a 20-point jam for Pivot City.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Oh, 19. 19. We just had a point adjustment. So there we go. 19-point jam, putting Pivot City on 49. TRV not picking up any points in that one. That's okay. That's a good time to call a timeout.
Yeah.
It's like reset, break that momentum of the other team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I love this angle. For us, we can see, and hopefully those people at home, or wherever you're watching from, we can see Sugar giving, I'm sure, some very wise words and a bit of a pump up to TRV. And that's team timeout over. And big shout out to our officials. We see you. We know what you're doing. We know you wear many, many hats in roller derby and doing all the things because that's what you got to do to make this community sport happen.
Yes. And it's not just about the officials and stripes that you see skating around on the track.
Absolutely.
It's about the forgotten officials in the penalty box or even over here on the scoreboard.
Yeah, our non-skating officials, our NSOs, we love them. Love them.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Beasting on track as a Pivot City Green Jammer, and they've just taken lead against, who is a TRV Jammer? Is that Pins?
I think it's Pins, yeah.
Yep.
444.
Oh,
I think.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Pins. Great, and Pins has just come out of the pack, going in for their scoring pass. Oh, Beasting's now caught it off.
Yeah. A good strategy when you know that the other jammer is out for their initial pass. Picking up, extending that lead by another 3 points, putting Pivot City on 49.
Pins.
Well, that's scary to know in the chat. I believe that's you, Smack, saying, Scout, you're on my TV. Yes. Hello. Miss you, Smack.
Okay, so now we've got Cyclo for Pivot City, the Green Jammer, and Starry Night 111 for TRV, Black Jammer.
TRV blockers are making Cyclo work for that.
Yes, absolutely, but Cyclo managed to get past them, so they now got lead. And looks like there was a star pass. So that means that the TRV Jam has actually passed the star to the Pivot, who wears a stripe on their helmet.
Yeah, Kilbo Baggins now the jammer. Haven't taken that. Successful star pass. Did they pick up any points? Well, they did. They did manage
To get some points, yeah.
Great strategy. So 4-point jam to Pivot City, putting them on 56, and a 2-point jam for TRV, putting them on 13, which is a great number, one of my favourites.
Yep, slowly creeping up.
Yeah. Still anyone's game. Stuff changes so quickly in Derby as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've got Macatron for TRV Black Jammer, and then 99, who is Pyro for Pivot City Green Jammer. And Pyro's actually taken lead.
Pyro's got lead, nice.
Oh, Macatron's gone to the bin. There was some lovely offense there, so that made it easy for Pyro to get through the pack.
I was going to say, someone told me it was Pyro's birthday this past week and that they would be not too pleased to hear a happy birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pyro. Good work by TRV blockers to drag Pyro out, but Pyro managed to get past.
Yeah, some excellent work to the very last moment by Mama Mayhem.
Yes. Ooh.
Another great job by the TRV blockers.
Yeah.
Certainly making Pyro work for every single point. I get those points. Call that one off. Thank you very much. Another 12 points, extending Pivot City's lead to 68.
And we have an official timeout.
Thanks, Muggles. Maybe we should go through our officiating crew. Let's do that. Would you like to go through skating officials?
Yeah, so skating officials we have Spendy, Corey, JR, Beck, Gary. Oh,
I've seen Flo.
haven't seen Flo, but anyway, Florence the Machine is on the roster as well. Screw and Killer Curls.
Awesome. And for our non-skating officials, our NSOs, we have Buster Hammy, Scare Bear, Donna Kebab, The Rock, Says, Power Ranger, Siebes, Tessie Devil, Disgrace, and Disaster Chief. Thank you.
And honestly, officials do such an amazing job with Derby within the community. If we didn't have the officials, we wouldn't be able to actually run the sport. So they definitely look after our skaters and everybody else, you know, involved from a safety perspective. So officials are very important. We love officials.
We do. Much love. Big love. It is one of the only sports that you actually need more officials than people playing the sport.
I know,
yeah,
right?
it's amazing.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a full contact sport and you're actually playing on roller skates. So it's quite intense.
It is.
It really is.
So we have Beasting jamming for Pivot City, I think. No, we
Ooh.
don't. That's not Beasting.
No, that's not beasting.
No, it serves me right for reading the
Oh.
the screen over here and not looking at the actual track. That
Yes.
one is Major Pain. It's Major Pain jamming for
Was it
Pivot
Major
City.
Pain? Okay. Yep.
And that was also 111 Starry Night jamming for TRV.
Yep.
It's another 4 points on the board for Pivot City, putting them on 72. TRV sitting on 17.
Nice. I love it that you're keeping the score up to date. Speaking of safety as well, Scout, it's really
Beasting
important that we
jamming
have
for
like
Pivot
first
City.
aiders.
I think, no, we don't.
available.
Absolutely.
So a big shout out to Deadly Sports First Aid. I think that's who it is.
I'm not sure. Actually,
Is that
I
Deadly
should check that.
Sports? Yes. No? Oh, anyway, okay, we've been told it's not Deadly Sports.
We're used to having Deadly Sports around
Yeah.
those, so shout out to them anyway.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll see you at other rounds.
Yes,
But
yes.
shout out to our first
First
aiders.
aiders.
You could be here today and
Yeah.
make it safe. Another thing you can't play Derby without a first aider on duty.
That's
Yeah,
right.
need
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Absolutely need it.
Yeah, definitely need first aiders. You know, even if you just fall down and you want to cuddle, the first aider's there to cuddle you.
Absolutely.
Okay, on track for Pivot City, we got Cyclo, the green jammer, and then we've got Macatron for TRV, the black jammer. So Cyclo's now just obtained lead jammer status, which means that they can actually have full control of the jam and call the jam off within the 2-minute period. Lovely toe work there, Cyclo.
Cyclo goes around the outside.
Yes. round the outside, round the outside.
No, I don't think anyone can hear that line without having to sing it. It's just part of our lexicon now.
So Macatron's finally made it through the pack, so they're now coming into their first scoring pass.
Those of you new to Derby, both jammers need to make a lap around the track before getting points.
Yeah. So Macatron didn't quite make it in there to score points. So.
No, but Pivot City pick up another 12.
Yep.
Yes, and we have Smack saying, great streaming setup today. Well done to whoever is behind the scenes. That is Sports Connection Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do love their setup too.
Yeah.
It's great. And you've been working with them this weekend?
I have been working with them, on the pressing some buttons.
Yeah.
I have transitioning from the two cameras has actually been quite interesting, but it's definitely way beyond my knowledge.
Was it fun though?
Yeah.
Is it fun though?
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. Yeah. And you watch it from a different perspective. You're not actually watching it actually in person watching a track. You're watching it on the screen.
Yeah.
So it does give it a different perspective. Yeah. But it is good. Sports Connection Australia does do a fantastic job with the live streaming. So if there's anyone out there that would like to engage in those services, feel free to contact them.
Yeah, and the setup, I kept looking over at it as a bit of a tech nerd myself. I was like, that's sweet. It's a good setup. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So after that, we got some points from both teams as we're just talking about media and stuff. So Pivot City putting another 3 points on the board, extending their lead. They're at 89 points now. And Team Regional Victoria picking up 1 point, putting them on 21. Who are also, again, our hosts for this double round in Mildura. TRV. Look at this. We have a TRV lead. We haven't seen it for a few jams now.
Oh.
Honey B calling that one off. I would too.
Yeah.
You had lead jam and you've got, was it Beasting ahead of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, nope. Nope,
Absolutely.
protect those points.
Yep, don't want them to score any more points. Okay, so we've got major pain for Pivot City Green Jammer back on track against Macatron from TRV.
Yeah, playing in the number 888. That's a hard one to get out fast as well. As an NSO, it's a near official actually calling those numbers.
Yes. I think anything above 3 digits makes it really difficult.
Absolutely.
For officials to call out.
We have major pain in the lead once more for Pivot City.
We've actually got a few Pivot City blockers going into the bin. So we've got 2 there, one's being called back onto the track.
I think it's that time of the first half where getting to nearly run the 30 minutes and it's exhausting, and we know that tired means more errors and more chance for error and more penalties.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can definitely start to see that now.
So that was a 4-point jam for TRV, putting them on 25, and 2-point jam for Pivot City, putting them on 91.
So we've now got Cyclo for Pivot City Green 2-5 against, who's the black jammer?
I think it's Starry Night, number 111. Yeah, for TRV.
Yes, it is.
And I just want to shout out to Cyclo wearing number 25, which is the lovely Lawless's top, who couldn't be here this weekend for Pivot City. And I agree, Muggles. Muggles says in the chat, love seeing some newer people stepping into roles after the officiating clinic last round. So good to see. That's right. We had our head officials, tournament officials, running an officiating clinic in Bendigo, day after the first round of Statewide Stampede. So it's very good to see because training officials, it's a pipeline to Derby. Again, we can't have Derby without officials, and even officials can't do it forever.
That's right.
Can't do it forever.
And you need those experienced officials to pass down that knowledge, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, to build up the official crew.
Yeah. So next time you see your and the EOI form come out for around Statewide Stampede, it doesn't matter if you don't have any experience. You'll always be paired up with experienced people to pass on that knowledge, and everyone in Derby is so willing to pass that knowledge too.
Yeah. And that's the good thing about Statewide Stampede. It's a developmental, tournament. So if you haven't got that experience in officiating, I don't know what happened over there, but you can always put your hand up to EOI at Statewide Stampede as an official. You'll have people there to mentor you who have that knowledge and experience to help train you up. So, give it a go. You will absolutely enjoy it and learn so much more as an official, especially if you're a skater.
Yeah.
I mean, putting the stripes on as a skater gives you a different perspective of the game.
And same with the NSOing. I don't know, a lot of my knowledge about Derby comes from, I think it's about 5 or 6 years of being a dedicated NSO, and you just see everything from different perspectives, and you're in the game and you're making it happen. And you're picking up so many things.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, we've got Cyclo again for Pivot City, green 2-5 jammer. They've taken the lead against Macatron.
I believe, again, number in that 888 for TRV. Oh, thanks, Lawless, in the chat. Hooray for more Derby. Loving the live stream. So lovely to see your faces, Scout and Exie. It's big love to you, Lawless.
Aww, thanks,
Miss your
Lawless.
face around here this weekend.
Okay, so Macatron's made it out of the pack for their first scoring pass. Cyclo's coming in for their second scoring pass. And that was pretty easy to get through.
Yeah, looking a little bit light there on track for poor TRV.
Yeah.
It's my favourite moment actually about Derby is in between jams, smiles. Doesn't matter if you're winning or losing or exhausted. There's just smiles.
Smiles, high fives, even high five in the opposite team.
Yeah, exactly. And when people say, you probably find this too when you mention being involved in roller derby to people who don't know roller derby, that still have that impression of being, isn't that really rough? And people were like beating each other up on track and stuff. It's like, actually, no, there's just a lot of skill and strategy and love, usually. Yeah.
Absolutely, And honestly, it's about admiring the other skaters as well. Like, every single skater on track is giving it their all. And, it's just amazing to see what each and every individual does, and then working together as a team. That's a hard thing as well.
Absolutely. You're people. Everyone's a person, Human beings. We're fallible. We make errors, make mistakes. Everyone's learning and trying to pick up new things. And
But roller derby is one very supportive sport. It really is.
We have Major Pain.
Major Pain with the lead for Pivot City,
Living
followed
up to that
by
name.
Pins and Needles.
Pins and Needles, yeah.
yeah.
Very fast pack now.
Oh.
Love to see it.
Fast packs, oh my God, I die in fast packs.
You're not a fan? You're under the slow moving.
It's about endurance, keep
Yeah.
going. But the poor jammers, I get it, speeding the pack up, making protecting your points and making the jammers work really hard to get those points, but geez, it's exhausting.
That was a 2-point jam for TRV as well, and a 1 point to Pivot City. So good to see.
So Beasting for Pivot City has taken the lead against, it looks like it's...
Kilboy Baggins, I believe.
Kilboy Baggins.
I think giving the TRV jammers a bit of a break. Because as you said, it's exhausting work.
Yes. I mean, really, Kilbo Baggins only they just played the first game with, Dragon City. So they're now in the playing their back-to-back games. So
Shout out to you, Kilbo Baggins. Good job. And again,
you're doing awesome.
There's no rivalries when you've got where people backfill for teams just so it makes it safe for your team to be able to play. You're down on numbers, life happens, but we'll still make Derby happen because people pitch in.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we've got Cyclo again for Pivot City, 2-5 Green Jammer, and then 4-4-4, which is Pins and Needles for TRV Black Jammer.
So I believe we've got some track repair happening, which is good to see. Some more comments in the chat. Muggle's saying, I agree with you, Muggle. Yeah, I feel like I became a better benchy the more I officiated. I knew what and where to look for clues, and now teaching officiating stuff to others challenges me. I'm learning to become better. Absolutely. I totally agree with those sentiments, Muggles. And also black heart, white heart, zebra, flamingo emojis.
Okay, so Cyclo's taken the lead against Pins. And Pins has finally gotten through the pack. And Cycle has decided to call it after their first scoring pass. So that gives them 4 points for Pivot City.
Yeah, extending their lead to 109. TRV on 27. We may be looking at intermission. Maybe. And good point, Smack, in the chat there. Especially it's hard work, especially if two mash-up teams on track at the moment. These teams are made up of people who don't get to train together very often at all. Have we had that rolling whistle for intermission?
No, don't think we have. No.
Thumbs up there from Jam Refs. And there we go. Rolling whistle for half time. Thanks to our Jam Timer Scare Bear. And go check out the bake sale. Go enter the raffle. There's some amazing prizes in there. Do all the things, and we'll have a break, and we'll be back soon.
Yes, we will.
we're back for the second half of this game between Pivot City Rangers and Team Regional Victoria. Hopefully you all got some goodies from the bake sale and entered the raffle. Got all our officials in place, teams where they should be, announcers where they should be.
Yes. Yes, because I was like, a bit worried, where's Scout? Okay, so the rolling whistle has gone, so that means we are getting... Oh, no, wait. Waiting for the jammer refs to get themselves sorted. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, love to see it. A family sport. We've got husband and wife jammer ref team there in the stripes. For those watching the stream, you'll be able to see the penalty board there.
Okay, so we have Bee Sting for Pivot City, green 238, and Pins.
Yeah, Pins and Needles.
For TRV 444 Black Jammer. So Pins has taken the lead, coming in for their first scoring pass. Oh!
Love to see some laughing on track and both teams picking up. 7 spots left. Ooh, those of you wanting to get in on those portraits by Hawkeye for his current project, there was, I already forgot the number, 6 spots left? 7? 7.
Yep.
7 spots left.
7 spots left.
Go sign up. It's very easy to do. QR code over there. It's very painless. It's fun.
Oh.
Your older self will thank you.
Okay, so we've got Cyclo from Pivot City, green 25 Jammer with a power start. And they have taken lead.
So TRV Jammer starting from the penalty box. So power jam.
Ooh.
Cyclo picking up some points there. Neon Tigress on the bench doing the that hand signal. Just keep on going.
Okay, so it looks like Pins is back on track from the penalty box. So jamming for TRV. And they've made it through the pack for their initial pass, so they're coming in for their first scoring pass. And Cyclo has just called the jam off, bringing Pivot City Rangers to...
Oh, there we go, 12-point jam. And then 124. Yeah, 124 to 31.
Amazing.
I'll do a bit of a shout out to our bench crews for both teams as well. So for PCR, we've got a Neon Tigress, Howls Bells, and Cass Bandicoot. I love that name, Cass Bandicoot. That's great. And on TRV, we've got Zoom, Sugar, Evil Offspring, and Alma Thud.
So TRV's taken the lead. So that is who's Starry Night is TRV's Black Jammer. And then we've got Major Pain for Pivot City, Green Jammer on track 3-8.
That Major Pain, being a Major Pain out on the track.
Oh. So Major Pain just made it through for the initial pass, coming in for their first scoring pass, where Starry Night is on their third scoring pass. Second scoring pass.
I've lost count.
Yeah, I've lost count.
There you go, Starry Night.
Second, okay. Just
Takes the inside.
Now they're coming in for their third scoring pass.
There you go. So both teams are picking up points.
Yep. Ooh.
Major Pain just bouncing off that TRV wall.
Yep. Starry Night's been told to keep going.
In the chat, we have Mina Nina from wherever Mina Nina is saying, keep up the great work, PCR. And Smack, I'm not sure what the score for the first game was.
I wonder if this jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
Oh, almost.
No.
Sugar signalling to call that one off.
Yeah.
Wasn't much left in the 2 minutes though.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. So where are we at now with the scores?
So yeah, big scoring jams for both sides there. We've got 12-point jam for Pivot City, putting them on 136, and a 16-point jam for TRV, putting them on 47.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, really good. Love
That's
to see
really
it. All right, looks like we have Macatron, number 888 for TRV. That's a team wearing black. And we have, is it Pyro? Is Pyro out there? Or is that, yeah, it's Pyro.
Pyro.
Yep.
Yep.
Wearing 99 for Pivot City.
So Macatron has lead, and they've just called it off.
Did we pick up some points?
So
Oh, both teams did.
Yes. Yeah, so Pivot City got 1 point, and TRV got 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right about the light behind the...
Yeah,
It's
hard.
very hard to see
It
the
is.
fingers being
Yeah. I
held
did
up.
see a couple of jam refs doing the whole hold the other hand up behind their scoring
Yeah.
hand yesterday.
Yeah, which I thought was really clever.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I hadn't seen that for a while, but I guess we've
No.
just been lucky in
Yep.
some of the way some venues are set up and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. We
Oh.
have TRV lead again.
Yeah,
Nice.
so Starry Night flew through the pack then, so they've obtained the lead jammer status.
TRV blockers doing some amazing work out there, but Cyclo still making it through. Not before picking up, I believe, a forearms penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting sent to the box.
Oop.
Oh. And we're going to have one of my favourite things as an old NSO, the jammer bounce.
Jammer bounce.
Yeah. Our penalty box manager, Siebes, the day, doing a great job there. So in the case of a jammer bounce, if you already have a jammer sitting in the box and the next jammer gets a penalty and sits, the first one is released no matter how much time they've sat, and then the second jammer sits the same amount of time as the first jammer, because we can't have derby without a jammer on track.
That's right.
Yeah, just becomes dead. A dead jam. Just I've seen a couple of those in my time as well, but just derby stops. Doesn't happen.
Okay, so it looks like we've had a star pass. So that's gone for TRV. They've passed it to the Mad Splatter, which is 106.
Yeah.
So they now become the jammer.
So they were, for those who don't know, they were the pivot,
Yes.
so the one with the stripy helmet.
Yep.
Which means that they're the only other person on the team at the time who was allowed to take or accept the star from the jam.
That's right, yep.
And it can't be thrown, can't be hidden away as they used to be stashing. And it has to be clearly, successfully handed from jammer to the pivot.
That's right. Yep.
Not touch by anyone else. No pass the parcel. Like just clear pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the pivot becomes the jammer. The jammer then becomes a blocker.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah, falls back into blocker position.
And hopefully all jammers can block.
You'd hope so. Yeah. So that was points for both sides there as well. Looking at still a lead by Pivot City on 149 and Team Regional Victoria on 55.
So we have Bee Sting 238 for Pivot City. Green Jammer has now taken lead against Macatron 888 TRV Black Jammer. And Macatron's just finally made it through the pack for their initial, come in for their scoring pass. Oh, and Bee Sting has caught it off. So stopping Macatron from scoring any points.
Yeah. So it was a 4-point jam for Pivot City, putting them on 153, and TRV are on 55. That was a cute moment between the jammers there, a bit of a excited little dance.
Yep. So we've got Major Payne, 3-8 for Pivot City. Green Jammer against...
Kilbo Baggins.
Kilburger Baggins,
Yeah, guest skater from Dragon City. Again, hopefully giving some of the TRV jammers a bit of relief.
Yes. And Major Payne's actually taken the lead.
Just a bit of a toe stop dance and a call off.
No,
Yeah,
that was
impressive.
very fancy, very fancy. I love it. I tell you what, these jammers have such amazing toe stop work, especially going through the pack. I don't even know how they do it half the time.
Looks like magic to me. I don't know.
It's ballerinas. Okay, we've got a timeout.
Official timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing about officiating too. Is I like to tell people who are learning and are a bit terrified, like, you can't break derby. You can't break it.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, you just tap your shoulders, call for a timeout.
That's it.
Till the problem's fixed.
Okay, so the official timeout's been called off, so we're ready to recommence derby. Oh no, wait. Track's being sorted.
Track repair as well.
Yeah.
Good opportunity.
Okay, we're ready to recommence. So we've got Macatron 888 for TRV Black Jammer against Major Payne 38 Green Jammer for Pivot City. And Major Payne has taken the lead. Macatron is following closely behind Major Payne. And Major Payne has called that jam off to avoid Macatron scoring any points, but at the same time, they haven't actually scored any points at all.
I know I appreciate a clear signal from a skater entering the bin like after the jam has ended as a bench manager, because you have to have extra eyes and watching everything to be like, yeah, how many am I sending on? Who's in the bin? And late calls tend to throw. So just notice that pivot. Yeah, making it very clear to their bench that they're going to the bin. I like it. It's good to see.
Absolutely. So we've got Bee Sting 238 Pivot City Green Jammer, who has taken the lead against Pins TRV Black Jammer 444. Going into a bit of a fast pack here. Okay, and Bee Sting's called the jam off.
That was a big one for PCR. Just conferring points. I believe that was a 12-point jam for PCR, putting them on 169, and TRB sitting on 55. Epic weekend for everyone, but especially for TRB, who are hosting this round in Mildura. Yeah,
they've done amazing with a double header.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work setting up a tournament.
Is it ever? Yeah. You would know, Exie, is the brains behind a few tournaments in the past.
In the past?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? It's just about finding the right people to help you with organising.
Absolutely.
And then you get the officials and, you know, the teams that are also supportive of the tournaments to make it all happen. So it's all about collaboration and working together, because it's about building this sport and growing this sport.
Absolutely. Just so you know, we do have a team timeout at the moment.
Is it a team timeout? Oh, it is a team timeout. Oh, it was black team timeout. Oh. Okay, so we have Pyro for Pivot City, 99 Green Jammer on track against Macatron, 888 TRV Black Jammer. So Macatron has just taken lead with Pyro not too far behind.
Yeah, Smackatron hitting the back of that pack, trying to pick up some points, calls
Yes.
it off.
Yes.
And just to pick up one there.
1 point.
So again, those new to Derby and don't know what is happening, score those points by the jammer getting their hips past other players' hips. Yeah, it'd be the best way to kind
Describe
of simplify it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so on track we've got pins 444 for TRV Black Jammer against, is that Major Pain?
I believe that is me. Oh, is it? Yes.
Yeah,
yes, it
Major
is.
Pain for
Yeah.
Pivot City Green Jammer. And Major Pain has lead. Yeah, and they've called the jam off just before Pins could actually score any points.
Yeah, I agree with you, Muggles, in the comments again. Loved the intermission entertainment of dancers. Great addition to the day. Engaging local community more and gets more of a crowd. Hope to see similar in other rounds. Yeah, and even they were good. And even at the first round in Bendigo, we had some entertainment there too, with some lion dancers, which was pretty cool.
So we've got Bee Sting for Pivot City 238 Green Jammer against, first time on track.
Yeah, Tickle Me
Tickles.
Hell No.
Yeah,
It
jamming for
tickles.
TRV 1994.
That's right. A fresh jammer.
Oh, and Star Pass has occurred where
Ah.
Tickles has now passed that jammer cover to
Kilbo
Baggins.
Yeah. But as PCR had a lead, took that opportunity to call that one off. Picking up 4 points and extending their lead, putting them on 177.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have Macatron 888 for TRV Black Jammer against Cyclo 25 Pivot City Green Jammer. And Macatron has taken lead.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. TRV lead, putting them in control of this jam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of a fast-moving pack as well.
That is a fast-moving pack. I'm glad I'm not skating at the moment.
No FOMO for you.
No, definitely no FOMO.
Is it JOMO, the joy of missing out? Yeah.
Yeah. Not when it's a fast pack like that.
Another 2 points for Pivot City, putting them on 179. TRB on 56.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got Honeybee 171 for TRV Black Jammer against Pyro 99 Pivot City Green Jammer. So they're both working hard to get through the pack. And Pyro's come out with lead.
So we're looking at now a power jam situation for Pivot City, with Honeybee unfortunately being sent to the penalty box.
Okay, so Honeybee's now back on track from the penalty box, and they've finally made it through the pack.
Another little chase down by Melon Head there.
And Pyro has called the jam off. I love the fact, Scout, that you're multitasking right now, commentating as well as doing photography.
It's not the first time. Well, you know, our photographer, Ra, is playing for Pivot City, so that would be an epic multitask, but probably really dangerous to to play, to be skating and taking photos. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've got Pins 444, which is TRV Black Jammer, has taken the lead against B Sting 238 Pivot City Jammer. So they've both come in for their scoring pass, their first scoring pass. Fighting hard to get through the pack. Okay, so Pins has called the jam off before B Sting could make it through to their second scoring pass.
Yeah, points going onward for both sides there. 2 points for TRV, putting them on 58, and 4 points for Pivot City, putting them on 195.
I mean, it's great that both teams have scored points, so that's what we want to see. Keep scoring points, Jammers.
I mean, they're going to try.
Okay, we've got Macatron for TRV 888 Black Jammer against a Major Pain.
That is Major Pain.
Yeah, Major Pain.
Yep.
3-8 Pivot City Green Jammer. So Major Pain has actually taken the lead. Okay, so Macatron's through the pack, coming in for the first scoring pass, which has the jam's now been caught off by Major Pain.
Yeah, another 4 points for Pivot City.
Oh, so it looks like we've actually got Tickle Helmino.
What was that?
Tickles for
Tickles.
TRV 1994 Black Jammer against Cyclo 25 Pivot City Green Jammer.
Oh, both sets of blockers really making jammers work for it.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
And Cyclo's obtained lead. And a star pass has occurred where Tickle has passed the star to Kilbo Baggins. So now they're the TRV Black Jammer. And the jammer's been caught off by Cyclo.
That's right. So Pivot City having the lead there and being like, no, we see that start pass. We see what's going on. Let's shut that one down before we give away any points. And now Pivot City have broken the 200. They're now at 203, and TRV sitting on 58. You know, and that's okay. We've had other games so far this double round, that have been bigger leads that teams have won by. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so like it's still anybody's game, to be honest. Okay, so Macatron 888 is TRV's Black Jammer. They've taken lead over
Pyro. Yeah.
Pivot City Green Jammer.
Did we get a point? Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go. That's one point being held up there.
Yeah, 1 point for
TRV.
TRV.
Nice
and
work.
Pivot City scored nothing.
Yeah, so that's what you want, even if it's 1 point at a time.
Yeah.
Just 1 point at a time, keeping the other team from scoring.
Yep,
It's a good
absolutely.
strategy.
Okay, lining up on the jammer line, we've got Beasting 238 from Pivot City Green Jammer and Pins 444 TRV Black Jammer. Oh, and Pins has come out with lead. And Beasting's out of the pack now, coming in for their first scoring pass. And Pins is through the pack, scoring 4 points. And Beasting's made it through the pack as well, scoring 4 points. So even so far with point scoring. Oh, Beasting's out the pack with Mama Mayhem following not too far behind her.
Oh, Blizzard trying to get that last moment block on the TRV jammer.
Mm-hmm.
And today Blizzard wearing some sparkly green shorts. I believe yesterday's ones were black.
Oh, both jammers are through the pack. Still scoring points, which is good to see.
But geez, they must be getting tired.
Yeah. And Pins is like, I've had enough now. I'm calling it off.
Call it one off. I mean, I think they managed to keep it in almost an even jam. You have 13 points being picked up by Pivot City, putting them on 216, and 12 points for TRV, putting them on 71.
Nice. Okay, so we've got Macatron 888 for TRV Black Jammer against 38. Is that Major Payne?
I believe that is
Yeah,
Major
Pivot
Payne.
City Green Jammer. And Major Payne has come through with the lead. So Major Payne is coming through for their second scoring pass, where Macatron is still stuck in the pack on their initial. Okay, there's been a star pass from Macatron to Honey for TRV, who's now the new jammer. And Major Payne is just seem to be just like lapping.
What a pain. What a pain.
Yeah,
Absolute joy off track, but tell you what, that would be a pain.
Okay, they're definitely racking up the points.
Yeah. Neon Tigress on the bench for Pivot City, just keeping that signal going, being like, hand signal. No, you just keep going. We're just going to keep lapping, get those points. And do you think that might be the highest scoring jam we've had this game, perhaps?
So how many points?
28.
28?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And in general, in Derby General, 28 is up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the highest point scoring jam I'm aware of was done by Dirty Five, and he did 37 points in one jam.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Was that back in the day of having 5 points, 5-point scoring pass, or
Yes,
4?
it would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So back in the old days. Now it feels like
Yeah.
old days, but maybe it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, we used to have pass jammers would count as part of the scoring pass. So making it possible 5 points to get per lap, but it's been reduced to 4. So that is the maximum amount of points you can pick up on a scoring pass.
Yes.
But still, solid. What was it, 37 you
37,
said? Yeah,
yeah.
That's solid even at 5-point rate. Yeah.
Yep.
So speaking of 4 points, Pivot City did just that, pick up 4 points, putting them on 248. And TRV on 71. Who have we got on track now?
Okay, so we've got Honeybee 171 for TRV Black Jammer against Pyro. By the looks of it, Pivot City Green Jammer. And Pyro has actually taken lead, so Pivot City has control of the jam.
All right, I believe that this jam may be our last jam, but never say never. Like, anything can happen in Derby.
Yes.
And it's gone to Pivot City have lost the lead and setting TRV up for a power jam situation with Honeybee as the TRV jammer. But those Pivot City blockers, nope, they're not giving Honeybee an easy time.
No, they're definitely making Honeybee's life difficult. Honeybee's finally made it out of the pack. Oh, and Pyro's back on track.
Yeah,
at the
there we
penalty
go.
box.
Both jammers out there doing the thing. And again, this jam will go for the full remainder of the 2 minutes. And we may just be looking at full time as well. Actually, stick around because I believe next game is at 12 o'clock. And that may be modified contact.
Yes,
I
it
should
is
know.
modified.
I should know because I'm on the bench for good Black Bears for the Black Bears again. So we have Polar Bears versus Black Bears up next at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
And that again is just like our officials in training. They've also got, it's our modified contact, which is our really developing skaters.
Yeah.
So they're not yet cleared to play full contact derby. Yeah, it's a pipeline for the future Derby.
Yeah, and it's actually really good to have modified contact games at a tournament like this because it gives those developing skaters the opportunity to, to really feel what it's like to be part of a tournament in a tournament situation. So,
but even to be able to skate with officials in a team, because it's again about those regional clubs that don't have the numbers to even make a side, let alone to be able to practice. Anyway, there's the rolling whistle for this second game of the day, round 3 of Statewide Stampede. And looking at Pivot City Rangers after an 11-point final jam on 259 and a 3-point final jam for TRV, putting them on 74.
Yep.
That's been awesome. So stick around.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've got
more Derby.
Exciting Derby games coming up.
We do. I think we've got still got a few games left today.
Yeah,
so
we have.
Contact at 12. Then there's a game at 2. And then there's a game at 4.
Yes.
I think that's it for the day.
That's it.
And I think I'm back on the mic at 4. Yeah. So get your raffle tickets, buy the bake sale goodies, and stick around for more Derby. Thanks for joining me, Exie.
Yeah, thank you, Scout, for inviting me and volunteering me to do it.
You could say no, but I could tell there's a commentator in you, Exie. You've done amazing.
Thank you so much. First time on the mic.
Thanks, everyone watching along.